They are going to go back to deliberations and then take that lunch break, and they're doing something a little different today. They're not going to deliberate over lunch. Michael Jaafar, I want to ask you about how Beverly Cannoni, her honor, there inside of the courtroom, what she said to these jurors. She said, we basically believe that you've had not enough time. It was a very short day, so we want you to continue. We're going to order you this lunch, and we want you to clear your heads and then keep deliberating. It doesn't go to the point of, I don't think, an Allen charge or a dynamite charge where sometimes judges say you're the best jury to handle this case. I'm sure that through diligence you can come to a decision. It may come to that, but what do you think of the very short instruction that she gave, not only in this situation, but the last question where they wanted something and she basically said, you have what you have?
That was a very polite version of her saying, give me a break, folks. The prosecution put on an 8-week trial. We've been at this for a year and a half. This case is rendered national media since last February, right? You had 8 weeks of evidence. You had testimony. You had everything. You had just literally more even so than maybe even possibly the O.J. Simpson case. Maybe not, but close, right? And you're going to come back in 3-4 days and say that you can't reach a decision. Give me a break. We've all been busting our backs. I need you to get back in there. Get over yourselves. I don't know if it's one of you. I don't know if it's two of you. She was really, Julia, she was speaking to the minority. She's assuming there's a minority. We don't know. I don't think this is like a 6-to-6 type of thing. I'm guessing, but this is usually like a 1 or 2 member jury that's saying, I don't believe this, right? And then 10 or 11 saying, I believe that. They've reached a consensus. So she was merely speaking to the minority and helping the majority so that when they go back in there, the majority can look at the minority and say, see, the judge isn't even going to let us go. We got to make a decision. You want to be here another 2 weeks? You got to just agree with us. That's kind of how these things go. So that was a polite way of her doing that. She wanted to throw her weight, and she clearly needed to do it. She needed to throw her weight into this. As my co-panelist said, this is very divisive. This is a very divisive issue. And Matt Johnson said that he'd run into people in hotels and restaurants who are not related to the case and say, my boss told me I can't talk about this case. Well, imagine what this jury's going through, right? So this judge knows this. She wanted to kind of cut through that tension and kind of push, and she didn't care, convict or not. She just wanted to tell them, we're not going to do this because clearly we're going to have to do another trial. Clearly we have to go through the consequences of you not coming up with a decision is we have to retry this entire case. This has to be in national media. I probably have to release Karen Reed. She's going to become a superstar, and she might have murdered somebody. She might have murdered a police officer, and she's going to make millions of dollars in the meantime. You're going to have so much more chaos because you guys can't get over yourselves and make it. You have all the evidence a future jury will have. So get over yourselves. I'll buy you lunch for $20. Get yourself back in that room and do your work. This is the work we brought you in to do. Get it done.